1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. WA6LOL.
WA6LOL, AA6S. WA6LOL, WA6LOL, AA6S.
Well, hi, Bill. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. I just turned the amplifier on. I don't have it on. I'm just only running probably about 30 watts. You're coming in here like gangbusters. WA6LOL, loud and clear, AA6S, over and over.
You say you're running 30 watts? Wow.
Well, you're about 10 over 9, and I have no preamp in front of this antenna or anything, so you tell you how loud you are?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I guess we kind of have a path right down there through Visalia, and I think you got a hell of a station there, too.
Yeah, not that exotic. The best is probably on 1296 and 6 meters. The other two bands are just a couple antennas up there on the tower. But the amp is on. I only punch the button. Yeah, hello, WA6LOL, A6S.
Oh, yeah. Did you just kick your amp on?
Yeah, I just put it on. You took a dive, so it probably helped. You're down to about a 5 from a 10 over 9. A little bit of QSB, but yeah, the attic booster is on. Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard the propagation kind of take a fade, and then I looked up, just when I looked up at the S meter, it went boom.
You're back up over 9 again. I can see the fade rate here. I'm probably up too, but you're rock solid all the time. I don't know where you're located, but you must be on the moon or something.
Yeah. I'm about, let me see, 2,000 feet here in Sonora, and I have kind of a lookout toward the south, due south. Though, if you do the site survey thing that Google Earth provides, where you can do a linear swath between point A and point B, it's not unobstructed as it seems. It's just better than all the other directions.
Yeah, well, it's sure good in this direction because it just blasts in here. Remember that first time we worked on 1296, and you were just incredibly strong. I couldn't believe it. Go ahead.
Hi. That sounds like Nevada up there. Hi. Yeah, that was with 10 watts, too.
I heard the hi too. I think it's probably Richard there. KD6BQ. The did-its were loud and clear, Richard. Oh, WA6LOL, A6S.
Yeah. So anyway, I haven't really been able to recreate that brief moment of fame there with that 10 watts on 1296 and lighten up the sky down there with it. I put the antennas up a little bit higher, and now they don't work quite as well, so I'm not really sure. I've been comparing. Oh, thank you for yesterday. Yeah, what I did is I plugged 2 antennas into one of those dual SDR identical receivers side by side, and it's good for antenna comparison, And so anyway, I did that, and so I'm kind of going to move forward now with getting that thing up in the air. And I've got the preamp box all built, so I'm going to put that up, put up there.
Yeah, could you hear me?
I sure can.
I mean, yesterday, last night, or whatever you were testing, I was on long enough where you heard me?
Oh yeah. I heard you good. Yeah. So, well, I mean, not all that well, but I think I just have I have to get the antennas up some. I think that's going to make a big difference, and just get them up some and get some power on this end, because by the time I get done with the coax loss, I'm putting out about 5 watts.
Understand that. I I dump about 600 into the lead, and I get 300 up to the antennas.
Yeah, what I do is I'm running about 30 feet of RG600 over to my laundry room, and then I'm going to put the 600 watt amp right there, and then it goes up out the wall and up 35 feet or something or whatever to the antenna. So I'll have less loss there by moving the amp out to, and you know, I don't have to have the amp close by. I know what it looks like.
How much power do you have to drive the amplifier with?
Well, 25 watts, so I got a Q5 transverter, because, you know, the 10 watts that the ICOM puts out, then it only half of it gets there, and the PQL 600 watt amplifier wants a full 10 watts drive. So this way, with the 25 watt transverter, I can have 3 dB loss or whatever. I can just use Crummy Coax and get enough there to drive the thing to full power. And then I'll just have, let me see, 41.25 dB loss from there up to the antenna. So the 600 watts will be 1.25 dB down.
Yeah, that's be very good. That's what I was wondering, if you had one of these 9700s, because like I've got, because if you did, I'd say leave the amplifier right by it. It'd be easier to lose it on the output side than on the input side, but you got everything covered there. You're doing it the right way. Sounds good, David. WA6LOL, AA6S.
Yeah. We got anybody else in here yet?
What was that?
I was just asking if we had anybody else in here yet.
I haven't heard anybody. I haven't heard anybody but you. And the CW, which I think was Richard. You are loud here. KD6BQ, AA6S. You're as loud as David. Go ahead. Good to hear. If I'm the loudest you hear on 1296, I guess the 4 antennas must be doing something right there. And you're coming in here good. It's pretty good. We're working Nevada and up there where David is, and you're stronger than the locals here. I have trouble hearing the guys locals. You guys are coming in like crazy. I don't think anybody runs any power. Richard, go ahead.
Yeah, we're running 1,200 watts. I don't want to interrupt you guys talking there, so WA6LOL, I believe it is WA6LOL, KD6CQ. Go ahead.
You copying Richard, Dave?
No, Richard, you're about Q4 there, just off the back of the antenna. Say that again.
Oh, he just turned it over. Said he was getting out of here, so he didn't break up the conversation here. Yeah, you were at 10 over 9 that time.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, so the battle goes on here with the antennas and stuff. It's fun, you know, seeing what works. Hey, that transfer relay with only 4 coax connectors, that was pretty interesting. Rob showed me that, and I was going, how in the hell do you do that, you know? And then I looked inside, and it takes 2 of them and goes over here, and takes the other 2 and goes down there, and I just kind of like got a brain block. So he showed me what you sent him. So yeah, then it all makes sense. When you see how it works, then of course it's easy.
Yeah, but Mikey says I got them backwards, because I have it keyed one on receive and unkeyed on transmit. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Maybe it's not.
Well, I don't know. You know, we've got these little 0.4 noise figure LNAs with 20 dB gain, and they're only $11 on Amazon. And I have a noise figure meter, and I actually threw one on there, and I got 0.4 noise figures. So they really are good, and they're stable and they're tough. But you know, like always, if you push the wrong buttons at the wrong time, they burn up. And but it's only like $11 if they burn up, you know. And so I was thinking, if I'm going to have it fail safe to the transmit side or the preamp side, and I think I'd rather have it fail safe to the preamp side. I'd rather burn up an $11 preamp than a couple of $1,000 amplifier.
Yeah, well, the amplifier is in the unkeyed mode, so it goes right up, up the shot. When you kill the voltage up there, it goes straight on through. But I got to thinking, maybe my mind is screwed up. Maybe the turn-off time is not as fast as the turn-on time on the relays. I can't find out what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't. I hadn't considered anything about that. I think what Mike had mentioned to me was that if you just swap a couple of coax connectors on there, then you go to the other way where you have to key down to be in receive, and if you swap them back the other way, you key down to be in transmit. So I guess it's all which way you want to fail to.
Well, my buddy Mike Kennedy has been running his now for ever since many years that we put him up there, and he hasn't fried his preamp yet, so it's still working.
Well, there's something to be said for that, huh? If it works, don't fix it.
That's the way I look at it, but I got to put my preamp back up on the antenna. Somehow I killed it. But one thing about the way this is, when your equipment's off, you don't have to worry about any lightning or anything killing the front end because it's not in the circuit.
Yeah, well, I know where I lived before in Sonora about 10 years ago, we used to have this kind of a fog roll through the canyon, and it was charged. And, you know, I'd have wires coming in the house, and they'd be sparking to the floor and stuff. And so I guess that's, you know, a good idea if you have that. And that was existing here until I grounded everything. I took my water pipes and number 8 copper wire and just went crazy with grounds everywhere. And but you know, I was having some arcing going on in here that I just assumed was, you know, coming in from a skyhook and then creating a spark gap in my shack here.
Well, you get an inversion layer with some fog, and those megawatt radar stations can hit you some pretty good signal.
Yeah, well, that's you and me, Bill. Megawatt radio stations.
I used to talk to Bill Tretchell years ago. That's how I got on 1296 about 45 years ago. He talked me into it, and I built everything from scratch with no test equipment. I was amazed I got it to work, and it was super stable. I know it was stable because I borrowed channel 26's frequency counter. It only went to 1,000 megs, so I had to check it at the 466 dot whatever, and it held within 9/10 of a cycle in 24 hours on their CMC counter, so I figured that was pretty stable.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. You know, when your kids, you know, messing around with ham radio and you don't have any money, you just have to be creative. You know, the way you test for power was you touch the output and see how bad of an RF burn you get.
That's about it. Well, besides that, with the 4 kids, you know, I had to improvise with anything I made. So The oscillator was a Lindkirk oscillator I got from the surplus place. I actually bought 3 of them. I got a couple of them left out there. They run straight through at 103 megs, and they go into a quadrupler. And that's the thing that was that stable. I wish I'd had a spectrum analyzer to tune the quadrupler up, but I did it. I did it the hard way. David, go ahead.
Oh, so you have a power oscillator at 103 megs, and then quadruple it up to 1290. Well, quadruple. Well, anyway, yeah, I remember messing around with power oscillators on 2 meters and FM modulating them, because that's really simple. You just induce some modulation right into the side of the oscillator coil. And, you know, we talked on them. You had to chase the guy all over the band, but they worked.
No, this wasn't a power oscillator. This is a crystal controlled oscillator, 103.666 or whatever it was. I had to buy the crystal for it, and the transistors were straight through at that 103 meg signal, and brought it up to 10 watts. And then it went through one of those H6 or whatever they are, varactor quadruplers, and came out at 422.666. And then I tripled that up through another varactor, and that went through some fillers, halfway line fillers, and all that crap into my mixer, 2C39 high-level mixer. So that was being shot into the cathode and 28 meg sideband on an L network into the grid. That's how I was running the thing, and I had a duplicate amplifier, and then a 2-stage 2C39 or 3100, whatever it was, amplifier is running about 400 watts output.
It's easier now, isn't it, Bill?
What's that?
I said it's easier now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you buy a PQL thing and you don't have blowers running and you're not worried about getting electrocuted.
Good evening, guys. WA6LOL and the group. How did it go last night, Dave?
Yeah, thank you, guys. Yeah, I heard you, and I was able to compare the 2 antennas, and I had them both just locked right into, I went out with a compass and set them right to, physically set them to 150 degrees, and anyway, yeah, it worked. So I think I just need to get some heights on the antennas and get them up, out of the brush, and but they seem to be working, as expected.
Okay, so how much difference was there between the 4 and the 1?
Well, there was, I wasn't able to receive much on the 55 element because of the horrible trees that direction. So my test wasn't, like an isotropic radiator in free space or anything. Anything but free space, So I wasn't really able to get much in the way of signal because the tree just absorbed so much. But, about 300-400 feet out, I got more trees on the other antenna. So I think I just got to get those antennas up in the air now. I think they sure seem to be working and doing everything according to the antenna analyzer and SWR meters, and just everything, every way that I can test them, they seem to be doing it. I think I just need to get them up in the air now, out of the trees.
Yeah, I thought you had a clear shot with both antennas. That was pointless.
Well, that would have been ideal. Yeah, then I could have. Then I could have actually gotten, looking for that 4 dB difference or whatever, but I don't. And but yeah, that warbly, that varying up and down is that antenna. When you turn it and it just kind of goes back and forth for a while, it creates that fade.
Other chatter in here. We better get going here.
All right, Mike. WA6LL going to be listening.
All righty.
A6S listening, number 800. Bye, David.
982. 982. Very weak, but I hear you.
719.
727.
Where were you last night, Mike?
I was literally burned out.
Oh, burned out boy, huh? Okay, hi Larry. 719, we've got you, and 982. Good evening to you, Daryl. Good evening, Larry. You're sounding pretty good this evening. What's up?
What's up?
971, Mike.
Burning up here in the garage. It's just stinking hot out here.
Oh, you want to go in and get cooled off? Okay. Well, 73. Say hi to Patty. W6OWL, K6MYC, going back onto the 100-degree garage, huh?
971.
I got you. I got you, Dave. 971. Got you.
There, that might be a little loud now.
Now, who was that last one?
That was me.
I couldn't get it. You're not giving me enough audio. Over. I doubled with you. Let's try that all again. Whoever that was, check in again, please.
Me, Mike, Charlie Echo Fox, 982. I was asking if my signal improved. He said it was weak, but my antenna was turned.
Oh, well, it's a little better, but you're still pretty weak. Both you and Dave are weak. I may just have my antenna away from you to the south there. Over.
Okay, well, that should be. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Roger. We should see Tony back here one of these days. Isn't he due back pretty quick?
KM6SRR. Yeah, he's still over there in Moss Landing, Mike.
Okay, very good. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening. Yeah, he checked into the Aries net tonight via Echolink, and I don't think we can do that on our net.
Well, it would be. It wouldn't be classic weak signal, would it?
Well, I don't understand all that, so I'll take your word for it. Ha
ha. Going in through a link, it offsets the fact that it which still could be a weak signal, but it wouldn't be in our classic sense of propagation over the terrestrial path weak signal. Point to point.
Contact.
Contact. Go ahead.
KG6USS, Bozo 831 over here in the high desert. Hello, Mike.
Hello there. In the high desert. Good evening, John. 831. Here's Bozo 47 for you, and we'll shoot it to Rob and let him give you a number. Over.
Good evening, John. KG6USS, KM6SRR, number 432 here. Boy, both of you guys have got just booming frickin' signals tonight.
Okay, well, you're doing pretty good here. I think my hearing aids are partly my ears. My ears are so clogged up with this coughing business that my ears are clogged. But everybody's Q5, but I can't turn the volume up.
Well, that sucks. I hate that when my ears get plugged up. Well, hi down there, John. KG6USS, WA6LOL 856. Up here in the high desert, KG6USS looking out to the San Joaquin Valley. Anybody else?
Yeah, you doubled there, Dave. It's really bad when not only when your ears get plugged up, it's when your mouth gets plugged up, you're really in trouble, John. Listen up for Dave, WA6LOL. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, hi, John. KG6USS, WA6LOL 856. You're about Q4 and a half.
Over, John.
Yeah, Mike down there, KG6EXO is covering us up there. Hey, Dave, WA6LOL, you still copy? Hello. Yeah, you've come up now. I hear you good now. KG6USS, WA6LOL 856. Over. All right, we got you that time, 856. Yeah, it was a pretty dicey copy on you that time, but I do have you there, Dave. Thanks for checking in. You're welcome, John.
All righty. How about you, Mike? You want to say hello, and Bill, say hello to John down there. Give him a Bozo check-in.
I'll give him a try. KG6 USS WA6AAJ 727, over.
Wow, 727. You're flying right over my shocker, buddy. I gotcha. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, Roger, I got part of that. You're just above my noise level, but I about a 2x2. Thanks for the contact.
Roger, Roger. I got you. Nickel. And sounding really good there, 727. We'll turn up the volume on the mouth. All right, have a good one. Thanks for checking in. Anybody else?
Sounds pretty quiet. Where's Bill? Bill, where'd you go? AA6 Sugar, where are you?
1251.
I'm sorry, say it again.
1251, KE6VG.
Oh, 1251, good. Good evening, Robert. KE6VG, 1251. Visalia, good signal. What happened to Bill? Did you get so loud you knocked him off?
Nah, he was there. He probably went and is doing something.
Okay. Well, good to hear you in here. The guys were looking for you on 6 meters, but I couldn't remember whether you had a 6-meter whole loop up or not. Over.
Okay. Well,
I don't have a 6-meter hole loop.
I want to check in up here in the high desert, looking out towards the San Joaquin Valley there. Go ahead and try it. Mike, so checking in, guys. Anybody want to check in at 831 KG6USS here in the high desert?
Anybody else for Delta Mike 14 in the high desert? KG USS is still standing by. Anybody else for down south? Go ahead now. Sounds pretty quiet, John. I think you got us all.
I'll take that, Mike. Hey, and take care of yourself and stay nice and cool up there.
Oh, yeah.
USS Bozo 831. We're going back on the vertical into Southern California.
Okay, yeah, very good. Let me hang on a second. Let's find out how hot it was. What did you get for a measurement, Rob?
I got another 107, so I'm wondering if mine might be a little bit high.
I don't think so. It was every bit as hot today as it was yesterday. 107. They predicted 104, but we got a reading of 107 here. Over.
I got 107 in Clovis.
Somebody else called out another number. Who was that?
I just said 107 in Clovis, WA6AJ.
And there's 3 people talking at once. Mike, what did you get?
107.
Okay, you had 107 in Clovis also. Okay. 107 pretty exclusively across the whole valley here, John, over. Okay. Anyway, it was hot. 7-3. See you on Sunday. KG6USS, K6MYC, Central California, Delta Mike 07. Bozo Net looking for KB6RQU and N7N6SWR.
KM6SRR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yes, I got a text from Ben. He had a tough day today, so he turned in early, and he's got to get up early tomorrow. So he won't be on tonight, N6SWR.
Okay, no Ben tonight. Of course, we don't have 61 in there either. It's a Wednesday, so he may be at church still. He may check in later like he did lately.
Case 5 DTU 712.
Well, hi there. Did you get my phone message, Kerry?
I just got back here, had appointments and CT scans with Laura, and I went off and left my phone on the charger this morning, and just got back here at the QTH a little while ago.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe we can get a call from you after the net and get caught up a little bit. There's a lot of questions about what's going on. Of course, Some questions on what he's going to do, what Trump's going to do on Thursday. He's got the prime time of 6 o'clock Pacific and 9 o'clock Eastern set aside for at least 20 minutes. So there's some special announcement or something going on Thursday. So it should be interesting to see what he's going to say there. But they've been knocking the crap out of Iran. And the only thing I can say overall is every single thing about the DSA, the Democratic Socialist of America, every single thing in their platform is WRONG. Over.
Is that spelled right?
I spelled wrong right, did I, huh?
A little bit of sarcasm there, Michael. You got it. These people are full of it. And I will definitely try to get some chow here and give you a call after the net.
Sounds good, Kerry. Good to hear you. Thank you. KC5DTU and the group, K6MYC. Anybody else before we go toward the Atascadero?
Hey, good evening, Kerry. KC5DTU, KM6SR.
KM6SR. Hello, Rob, and the rest of the net out there. I hope things are good up there.
Yep, good and hot. Thanks for being there, Kerry.
Roger. Boy, try riding around in this heat. Well, the air conditioning, but having to get out in it, boy, what a day.
Yep, I just had one doctor appointment today, so, yep.
Yeah, well, Laura had several, and then a CT scan where she had to drink the good juice there, so it was a busy day. But everything's looking good, so that's a plus.
Which end did they look up on you, Rob?
Oh, I just had a dermatology appointment. Nothing invasive.
Okay. Didn't have to bend over and have them look up their name and address or anything, huh?
Nope, I didn't have to smile at them, didn't have to kiss them after they were done either.
Okay, good deal.
That's called a finger wave, Mike.
Oh, a finger wave?
Roger.
Southern California.
I heard somebody say California. Did you want to check in here into the Northern California net? This is Mike, K6MYC, Fresno area. Go ahead. Boy, some of those signals from LA are getting strong on vertical even here.
Yeah, I heard John checking somebody in from Lone Pine.
Yeah, I wonder if John is in here. K6 Mexico, Italy. John, are you with us? Haven't heard John yet this evening. N6BYH. How about you, Mike? We don't know who this guy is with this call sign. I think it's WA6 Old Indian Blanket or something. Where is he? He must be pooped out from driving to Meadow Lakes in 105 temperatures.
Place that they're taking care of.
I doubled with you, sorry.
Yes, I heard Ken talking this morning that he had to drive over to the coast with his son to work on a place they're responsible for over there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why he isn't back yet. If he's back, he's pooped. All right. Anyway, I think it's time to go to Atascadero. I don't know what happened to Bill. Bill, are you still with us? AA6 Sugar in Visalia and the group. And hopefully Mike is here also, K6MYC. But Bill, are you still here? Where did he go, Mike?
I have no idea. Probably had something to do with a phone call or money.
Oh, for God's sake. What's more important, a Bozo Net or money?
Well, he'll tell you money.
It wasn't Mike's turn to watch him, Mike.
Okay. All right, well, I guess it's time to go to Atascadero. Here we go. And we might even hear KB6WRW again tonight. He's been doing regular in here. I can't believe it. pretty close to where we want to go here. Alrighty. Well, let's see. W6QUI, it's Wednesday. Is this the third Wednesday of the month? I don't know. I don't think so yet. W6QUI, KN6EIV, KB6WRW, and others, K6MYC, calling and listening.
This is the third Wednesday, Mike. The 1st, the 8th, and now the 15th.
It's horrible how that happens. Okay, how about KB6WRW? Are you in there, Bill? How about KN6EIV? Eric, are you there? Okay, there's one other guy that's, and I don't know the call well enough. Who was the one that checked in yesterday? Rob, the other guy from Paso Robles there. I think he had a Bozo number, but I don't think it was one of the more recent ones. Do you remember that one?
Let's see. We had a new guy that gave 1283 to Brad, but let me look back.
QRZ to Tascadero and Paso Robles, K6MYC Bozo Net. Yeah, we have 4 sometimes, and other days we get none. That's weird, isn't it?
Yep. You talking about last night or the previous Wednesday?
No, it seemed like it was a WA6 with an L, but I can't remember the call yet. I probably got it screwed up somewhere there.
What band was he on?
I don't know. It had to be Monday, or no, it had to be Sunday night, I guess, because he wouldn't be on any other band. I think it was, it must have been. Time is slipping by for me here. I'm losing track. I don't think it was 1296. That wouldn't make sense because Bill doesn't have it. And I don't know. Had to be had to be Sunday night. Anyway, he was running vertical and about 150 watts or something, a vertical and 100 watts, and I think he was trying to get to horizontal, but I'm not sure.
Well, I looked all through Sunday nights, and only Tascaderos are Eric and Ron, and I didn't see any Paso Robles at all.
When did we work WRW? It was in the last 4 days. In fact, he helped us get this guy. That's weird. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, I got one more call to a Tascadero Paso Robles, K6MYC and the Bozo Net standing by before we go to Santa Cruz.
KK6ZKE.
Yeah, good evening, Thierry. Nice signal. 704, how are you doing?
Staying inside and staying cool.
Well, that's a good excuse.
Yeah, it was so cool in here I fell asleep.
Yeah, we haven't had enough hot days to people get used to it yet. Some summers, 100, 105, people don't even think about it. Net goes right on like nothing. And then all of a sudden you get a few days it's cooler in the 90s and everybody complains it's too hot.
Yeah, it was hot in the yard today.
I'll bet it was. Yeah, it was very hot and humid. Every time I went outside, I just started to sweat. And it wasn't drying off very fast.
No, I didn't dry off at all. I really sweat.
Yeah, well, I was walking back and forth to the barn and stuff and getting the cats fed. Apparently, I think my grandson was out here checking on his dog, and he said there was I had fed the cat and all the cats and whatever else eats out here just before I came out, probably about 6:30, and Tyler, my grandson, was out here. He said, "You have a gigantic raccoon out there. He's as big as my dog." So it was a big raccoon, and I heard him when I came in. I came in the barn, and he was somewhere in the barn, and I startled him because he knocked something over. I didn't see him, but they were all over in here getting dinner. So I got quite a menagerie here.
Everything getting out of the heat.
Yeah. Well, I give them fresh water too every day, so you know the raccoons, of course, like to wash, and along with drinking water. It's a big, wide bowl, and I knew last night they were in there because I came today and it was all muddy. So I rinsed it all out and cleaned it out and gave them fresh water, and bam, they were right back on it. All right, good to hear you, Terry. Thanks. KK6ZKE, K6MYC, and I guess we're going to take one more call for a Tascadero. Hearing nothing, we're going to Santa Cruz and Watsonville. Here we go. Hopefully we'll get Lee in here tonight. Coming up on you, Lee, 240. 250, we should be coming up here right in that area to where Lee lives.
K6MYC from AF6 United. Lee does live here.
There you are. You're sure there.
How are things going out there? I heard you telling other people that you're not as hot as you usually are. Go ahead.
Trying to make the noise blanker work, but it's not working at all tonight, but I got you through it anyway. Lee, good evening. AF6 United, 1098, K6MYC, over.
Roger. Well, I thought maybe a raccoon got your tongue there for a minute. Go ahead.
No, I was just, I got this buzz in here, and the blanker isn't touching it.
Oh, one of your neighbors, the neighbor with the solar panels again?
Yeah, I guess, but it's quite severe tonight. Of course, it would be when it's hot like this, but the blanker usually does something to it, but it's not affecting it at all tonight.
Well, yeah, that's always a troubling situation when you can't get rid of it, especially. That's not a happy day.
Well, I think I was pushing the wrong button. I found it now.
Oh, there you go. Well, hopefully it's working now.
Yeah, let's see. Anybody else copying Lee over there? How about you, Mike? WA68AJ, you got copy on AF6 United? Well, maybe he's off looking for Bill. How about you, Rob?
Right around the time that the 10-meter net starts.
No, I can sort of hear him in there, but it's over a wide area. It's, as you call it, dispersed.
Yeah, well, you're right. The 10-meter net is coming up, but they should still be here. It hasn't started yet. Anyway, Rob's here, but he's having trouble hearing us, so we must have some poor propagation. Knife edge is poured to you tonight.
See you in the group, AF6 United. I'll be on.
I'm sorry, I doubled with you. Say it again, Lee.
Oh, actually, I just said I don't really have too much new to add tonight, so I will let you have a chance there to see if Tom's on the air tonight. K6MYC in the group, AF6 United.
Okay. Tom, I wonder if you're there. And how was your weather over there today at KW6 Sugar, K6MYC?
K6MYC, KW6S. Oh, it was, I don't really know. I was gone most of the day up to San Francisco, but it was nice when I left, and it was nice when I got home, so I'm assuming it was pretty good here all day. And otherwise, not much to report. Still working on little projects and hoping to keep the station together. K6MYC, KW6S.
Well, it's working tonight. It was really flaky last night. It was watery and thin, but it must have been just propagation. I didn't hear that on anybody else. In fact, I had better than average propagation with Meadow Vista, KR6MR up there in Meadow Vista last night. It was almost solid copy with him and pretty stable. Not fluttery, not multipathy, a little bit of QSB, and that was about it. So it's a strange propagation in different directions here. Obviously, there's a whole different weather pattern and temperatures and stuff. Anyway, let's see if Rob's copying you a little bit better. How about it, Rob?
Yeah, I'm hearing Tom fine. Ken was checked in there when you were talking to Lee, Mike, KM6SRR.
Who did?
WA6OIB 226.
Okay, well, you take one and then shoot it over to Ken. Good evening, Ken.
Good evening, Lee. Excuse me, Tom. KW6S, KM6SRR. Yeah, I'm picking you up a little bit higher than I normally get you, so it's just propagation, I guess.
Very good. Yeah, I hear you good here tonight, but I think we make it on 2 meters quite a bit of the time. KM6SRR, KW6S, and yeah, sounds good over here. KM6SRR, KW6S.
Okay, go ahead, Ken.
WA6OIB, go ahead. Well, I didn't hear him, Rob. Are you sure you heard him?
Yep, I did. When you were talking to Lee, you said that you doubled with Lee, and it was Ken talking.
Yeah, he probably is already over on the 10-meter net. He's not multitasker like Rob is. His KW6S.
Yeah, well, I've got him checked in anyway, but yeah, that's kind of funny. All right.
If Rob is copying me tonight, because I actually can understand everything that he's saying. The signal is not terribly strong, but I can actually hear him and understand what he's saying. So KM6SRR from Alpha Fox 6 United, are you out there?
Rob's running 1500 and you're not, so he's not hearing you, Lee, over.
Yeah, okay. I kind of suspected that might be the case, but it was worth a shot there. All right, I'll turn it back over to you guys. K6MYC in the group, AF6 United.
Okay, very good, Lee. Good to hear you. Hopefully we catch you tomorrow night on 432 there.
Yep, I'll be there.
All righty. Tom, back to you for a final, and we'll slide up into the Bay Area there. I don't know what happened to WA6AAJ and AA6S. They were here earlier, and I tried to use them to make a call into a Tascadero, and they were both gone. So I don't know where they went. Maybe maybe they're over on 10 meters. But I don't know. Does Bill check in on 10 meters, Rob?
I think he might. I know Mike does, so that's where I think they are. And I'm listening to the 10-meter net, and I had a bunch of, like a long sound, a tone, but now I hear some speaking.
You hear some speaking on my net?
No, on the 10-meter net. I try to monitor it so that I don't miss my call.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, I'm going to say 7-3 to you, Tom. Take a final, and we'll go up into the Bay Area. KW6S in the group, K6MYC. See you tomorrow.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, catch you tomorrow night. K6MYC, KW6S. Good night.
Good night. Okay, Bay Area. WB6JNN, I may be up for enough for you. Whoever else, KB6BA, AB6SR, K6MYC. Anybody? KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. I'm not far enough up for you, but I will I'll make accommodations here. That should be, let's see, 787. Let's see. That should be pretty close right there, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. Go ahead. You're just extremely light, but I've got you, Mike. I thought I would turn up your way and you'd come up, but you didn't come up at all. So it must be the huge temperature differential here. We're over 100 here, and you're probably pushing to get to 55. Over. Okay. Well, anyway, we got you checked in here. 775. First station out of the Bay Area. Nice to get you before you go to dinner there. How about Gary? How about WB6WNI? Are you here, Gary? How about W6PQL?
Houston, are you still copying WB6WNI? 109.
Yeah, I had to bring the antenna back in your direction. Go ahead, Gary.
Well, good evening, Mike. Said we just finished dinner and I was cleaned up. Anyway, I listened to the 6-meter streaming from Monday. And I'll tell you, I'm very jealous about how low your noise level was. It was so nice. And over here, it was almost like they were having arc welding in the backyard. It was really horrible. But anyway, I won't keep you. It's a pleasant evening, finally. So I'll say 73 and hope 432 works tomorrow. K6 MYC Navy 679.
Yeah, very good. What happened on 6 meters, did you say?
Well, on 6 meters, I had a very high noise level, and Stan relayed that you would happen to be 2.5, so he did relay that. Then when I heard it on the streaming, yeah, you had a very low noise level, whereas mine was high. So basically, Stan relayed everything you said to me, so it worked out fine. It was just very, very upsetting to have such a high noise level at my location.
Yeah, well, it may be something like what I have here, or something related to temperature and some solar panel or solar inverter or something in your area there. Who knows? Anyway, hopefully it won't be consistent like mine is. I got my blanker on tonight because it's very bad in your direction, but it's blanking into taking it out, so that's the main thing. Thanks, Gary, and it was good we had AB6SR. He was doing well last night, or the night before on 6 meters. He did very well. Perfect copy on him in every respect. All right, let's see who else we have in there. AB6SR or KB6BA, anybody else? K6MYC.
AB6SR.
Go ahead, Stan.
Yeah, okay. Nice day here. It was 95. Yesterday was 98. So a little bit cooler, and I think tomorrow promises to be a bit cooler still. I hope so. Anyway, spent all day indoors watching World Cup football, watching England lose to a better team of Argentina on the day. So that was it for that. And yeah, I was lucky on 6 meters, if Gary is still listening there, because the noise level here on 6 is pretty good. Nothing to complain about. So nothing much else from here. Back to you, Mike. K6NYC, AB6SR.
Okay, very good. Yeah, well, you had a great signal on 6. We had absolutely no trouble whatsoever there. Tell me again who won the soccer match today. I didn't get it.
It was Argentina beat England today.
Over who?
England. Argentina won 2-1 against England. So the final on Sunday will be Spain against Argentina. And then Saturday we have France against to you.
Oh, okay. So it's Spain and Argentina. It's going to be 1 and 2, one way or the other, huh?
Yeah, it should be quite a match. Argentina played with more passion today. England were one up at about 55, about an hour in, and then they, as in England, we say they parked the bus. They tried to defend the goal, and Argentina came back with real passion and endeavor and won. Good luck to them. They were better on the day. Back to you.
Yeah, very good. Well, Spain is certainly a team that's to be reckoned with. There's no question about it. And I hope Argentina can at least give them a good fight. Sounds good. Good luck with that tomorrow, and we'll see you. Well, we may not see you until Sunday night. You can give us a report. Hi. Take care. AB6SR. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? We've got KB6BA. We've got WB6JNN. Who else?
WB6JNN.
Okay, I hear two of you. I hear W6PQL. Good evening, Jim. And I hear the other Jim, WB6JNN. Let's see where I've got. Let's try this, Jim. Take one. 285 WB6JNN. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike. WB6JNN. I just got in here. I just realized it was Wednesday, not Thursday. And saw something up above 200 where I was monitoring. And what in the world that's already going up there? It's a way too far. Oh, it is Wednesday night. Anyway, so much for that.
I'm just trying to find a peak on you. You're just really way down from normal here. Way down from normal, and I'm finding a very, very broad peak on you in no particular direction. I'm sort of aimed correctly here. Anyway, we won't keep you, but thanks for checking in, Jim. And I guess your temperatures have gone back to semi-normal over there. We were 107 here today. WB6JNN and the group K6MYC.
Well, I got to 94 here today, so it was not exactly cool, but it took a while to get there, so it was about 87 for most of the day. It was 94 by the peak of the day at 3 o'clock or thereabouts. And by the way, you're only at about an S5 to 6, not your usual S9 plus, so the conditions are a little strange. WB6JNN.
Yeah, very poor propagation. I've moved a little bit further, and I got a little bit more on you, maybe another S unit, but that's it. So, not very good tonight. 7-3, Jim, thank you, and we'll look for you tomorrow. If you can check in posthumously with somebody else on 432, that would be good. Take care, my friend. We had 32 check-ins the other week, last week on 432, so we're getting a lot of people checking in. Over to you, Jim, W6PQL, K6MYC, over.
Okay, Mike, I hope you can hear me. There's a lot of noise over here also tonight. The blanker's taking out a couple of S units worth of it, but it's pretty high. Yesterday when I was trying to get y'all to listen to the guy over in, up on Skyline, I posted that information on the live stream, but I don't think that Rob or look at it, so we didn't get that info before we had that little mix-up there, but Russ handled fine, so he's in, and he'll probably be in there tonight because he heard everybody on 2 meters before, just wasn't able to get in. That little radio that he has only runs 10 watts on every band through 1296, and it's up to 2 watts on 2304. I believe it's a couple of watts on 5760, and once you get up to the 10 gigahertz, if you've got the transmitter that goes with it, it's only a
struggling, Jim. I can't copy, but if you're listening to the stream, you'll see why, because you're being covered up by my inverter noise. It started to go intermittent toward the end, and I got a couple of words, but I didn't get much else except it was related to the guy up on Skyline. But I won't be able to hear anybody without help here. In fact, I'm not even copying you, Q5. That's because the noise has come back on, and you're peaking right with the noise here. But let me just see if you can tell me if there's anybody else to check in, please. W6PQL, K6MYC, listening, over.
Anybody else on frequency want to check in? W6PQL. Nope, I guess everybody's tired of putting up with the noise, Mike, over.
Okay, well, it just quieted down. I didn't have any that time. So it was perfect copy that time, but the previous transmission, I lost the entire thing to the noise, and I did everything I could think of to get a spot where it wasn't so bad and the blanker would take care of it. The blanker working, I turned the blanker off and it gets even worse, so it's really, really bad right now. It's very hot here, 107 today, so the inverter, my neighbor's inverter is really acting up here. Thank you, Jim. We'll look for you tomorrow night. We should not have any of this noise problem tomorrow night. Hi. WB6J, W6PQL, 1296, K6MYC, 73, Jim.
73.
Okay, I'm going up to Oakley here.
WB6JNP, 44.
Well, there's a stranger. WB6JNP. Good evening, 107, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike. Yeah, we made it back from Oceano, and everything's fine. Of course, the truck's in the shop for repair today, so, you know, just one more thing after another. Anyway, sorry to hear about your inverter noise, and, yeah, when we came through that area today earlier, it was like 110, so I haven't got the weather stations up to look at them, but it's warm.
Yes, it is. I missed what you said. What actually failed on your trip? Where were you, and what failed?
Oh, the truck decided coming up the little hill to Chuck Chantry that it wanted to overheat, so it's back in the shop, and we'll go after that problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you wouldn't think those, with the speed that you were running, you would think that it would manage to stay cool. That wasn't, it was hot, but you think if you're running and moving along at 35 to 55, it should stay cool. Or at least it shouldn't overheat. Well, good luck with that. It's always, like you say, one thing after another. Where were you before that? Were you coming back from where?
We're coming back from Oceano, and temperatures, you know, once we hit the Central Valley, temperatures were, you know, up in the high 90s and that. Didn't have any problems, so it decided to go past Chuck Chantry, and that's when it started to overheat. So this has been a recurring problem with this truck, so this time it's going in the shop specifically for that issue. And I told him, I go, change the water pump, change the radiator, you know, anything at all involved with that, because I just don't want it overheating.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, I don't know where Oceana is. You mean Oceanside?
No, Oceano is about 10, 15 miles from the Pasadena.
Oh, okay. For some reason, it doesn't ring a bell, but maybe I've heard of it. It sounds like a foreign country. Anyway, I know where you were there. It's cooler over there, of course. All right, take care. Thanks for checking in, and hopefully you get the truck organized there. WB6JNP, K6MYC, looking for N6RO.
Yeah, you can also call here. Just down the coast from Pismo.
W2WRX.
W2WRX, we hear you, Gary. I mean, yeah, not Gary. Whoa. What the hell? I got a mental blank. What's wrong with my brain? Two people said it at once. I didn't get it. Oh, Carl. I knew it would come to me. W2WRX 294. Go ahead.
Aloha. Sorry about the name. Yeah, this is Carl. Anyway, hopefully you're keeping cool there, Mike, because I know it's hot. So, other than that, I just want to say aloha, and hopefully we'll talk to you again. Just getting ready to get some fishing equipment here, and hopefully catch some fish for you. W2WRX.
Well, I can't hardly wait. That's great news, Carl. Thank you for remembering there. Okay, and yeah, it's warm here. It got 107 here today, and it's still pretty warm in the shack. Luckily, I've got my arm underneath the over the top of the air conditioning unit here that's blowing at me. I have one that rolls around so I can aim it, and it's aimed right now at the 2-meter amplifier and underneath my armpit. Hi. So I'm staying relatively tolerable here. Good to hear you, Carl. W2WRX K6MYC 73 and aloha.
Roger. Okay, we'll catch you later, and it's 105 in the shade, and we'll see you again. Aloha. And W2WRX.
Sounds like a double Mai Tai to me.
Yeah.
For sure, with lots of ice. All right, see you later. Is there, okay, how about N6RO? Are you there, Rob? I mean, Ken?
Yeah, K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. How copy?
Oh, I got good copy on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. The high temperature is 103. It was supposed to cool down from yesterday, but it's equal to yesterday's high. I think we'll have it cool down below 100 tomorrow. Dinner was, that was at least a half an hour ago, and I forgot what I ate. But it was good. Oh, mahi and asparagus and onions and carrots and so forth. It was a very busy day here on the ranch. It started out early this morning, for me that it is. My chief engineer, Gary, NA60, brought 4 members of the Livermore Radio Club up to give us a tour of the station, both the antennas and the shack. 2 of them were teenagers, 15 and 17. They both have licenses, and they can both do CW. So they're going to be on our team here. We have to acquaint them with how we do things, but we are always recruiting. And the stability thing, the Bodnar kit for the 9700 arrived at 11 o'clock this morning, and the 2 teenagers installed it in the 9700. I mean, they're not afraid of anything. So not only can they do CW, but they do hands-on with the radio. Now, what I observe right now, it's not locked. The 9700 is not locked. I'm going to check the other some of the HF bands tonight. But Gary is going to come back with his test instruments and see what's going on. But at least we have the thing installed and it's putting out, but it's not locking. We'll figure it out. N6RO.
Okay, well, one of the oscillators, hopefully they're doing it right, because there's an oscillator board that goes right in there and resides right next to the existing board in the 9700. And it should be so powerful that it overwhelms that oscillator and forces that other oscillator to lock to it. So if you did not get an oscillator board and you stuck it down in there, it's not going to work yet.
Yeah, it's installed, but it's not locked. Like right now, I'm indicating 80 hertz high, assuming you're right on 240.0.
Okay.
That's about what it was before on the old Bodnar, which I don't think was ever locked either.
Well, I don't think you had any lock because you didn't have it put together right. You have to have the board that slides down inside and is held in place with a little piece of foam. And if you didn't do that, it's never going to lock to anything.
Yeah, I see. Well, I didn't supervise the work the kids were doing, but we will straighten it out when Gary comes back.
Okay. Well, you've got a little while. Hopefully through the weekend they can figure it out. Very good. Okay, on dinner, I had a very, very juicy special hamburger and stuffed myself with that and some fries. Very good. Boys made a very, very special big old hamburger tonight, which we haven't had for about a week. So that was our special dinner from the grandsons tonight. Hi. All righty. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow, of course, on 432. N6RO, K6MYC, clear, but listening for others in your area.
KO6, IQR, 1189.
1263.
Okay, 1263. I have you, Jake. And 1189, I've got you, Mario. Why don't you take one, Mario? You're not real strong tonight. You're really weak. So maybe I'm not pointed right. KO6IQR, K6MYC.
All right, Mike. Now, just real quick, I just decompressing, long day, super hot, stressful day. I was watching the Argentina-England match and had to let the adrenaline come down from that one there. That was a great match. My family's from Argentina. I was born in Argentina, but grew up here. So, yeah, proud for my team there, and we're going to see what goes on in the finals.
Yeah, well, hopefully Argentina will make a name for themselves there against Spain. Spain's tough. They're hardly anybody better over.
That's fine. Light work for the reigning champions, 2 in a row. That's what we're gunning for.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, well, good. Thanks for checking in here. Yeah, it was a long, hot day here, too. I didn't go out and do very much. I just came to the barn once or twice, and that was it. I didn't go out and do any work. I was going to, but, boy, when I got up and it said it's going to be 105, and then it turns out to be even warmer, I just said to heck with it, and I stayed in the house until I started to fall asleep at mid-afternoon. Aye. 7-3, KO6IQR. We'll see you tomorrow night on 432, K6MYC.
7-3, Mike. KO6QR.
Okay, and now over to you, Jake. KO6KPU, K6MYC. This should be pretty close, Jake. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for that for the net tonight. And yeah, it definitely was a warm day here. It's working out for me. That's about all I have going on. Thanks for having the net tonight.
Okay, I'm trying to find a peek on you, man. I'm all over the place here. I can't get nothing.
Okay, well, I'll give you some more audio here, Mike. Yeah, good evening. Not a whole lot going on here. I have the antenna up a little bit higher than I had previously. Not as high as Sunday night. I had to lower it a bit, but it is up close to 30 feet or so.
Yeah, did you say something after the word 13?
Oh, yeah, I said just 30 feet, over.
30 feet, okay, yeah. It just took a little fade right there at that point. Okay, yeah, it's just, well, I don't think it's you. I think it's just band conditions. Everybody's down tonight. All the signals are kind of pukey here. I don't know what's going on.
Roger, Roger. Well, I'll let you get back to it. And, yeah, thanks for letting me jump in here and say hello. 73 from KO6 KPU.
Okay, friend Jake, thank you very much as well. Stay cool. Hi. KO6 KPU, K6MYC, clear 73, and looking up into Sacramento for KJ6 KFB.
KJ6 KFB 756, Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo.
Yeah, there you are. KJ6 KFB, good strong signal. You're steady tonight. Everybody else is flaky, but you're coming in pretty good tonight, Darren. Over.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with everybody else. My station just seems to be normal operating procedures, you know. What can I say?
Yeah, what can you say? Well, anyway, good to hear you. I didn't catch, I'm missing one guy. I better go back and get him. I forgot Doug at KD6WVL. I'm sure he's in there, but I had to pass over him in order to get Jake, and then I just went on to you. So let me clear with you, and I'll look for you tomorrow on 432 if you can make it. And thanks very much for being there tonight. And it was good to work at least bits and pieces of you on 1296 on Tuesday. Over.
Oh, yeah. 1296 is still a challenge, but it might change soon. KR6MR is not available tonight. He had to step away for the evening. So, yeah, don't look for him.
Oh, is he not there at all? Should I not check him in?
You can check him in. I talked with him a little bit ago, but he had to run.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll check him in. KR6MR 759 checked in. But let me go back and get KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima.
Very good. Carry on, Mike. KJ6 KFB.
Yeah, KD6WVL. Are you there, John? K6MYC?
Yes, sir. I'm here. KD6WVL 1179, over.
Yeah, boy, you're weak. KD6WVL 1179. Let me come back a little further, but make another transmission there. But we've got you. 1179 is checked in. Over.
Oh, yeah, I think it's fading. A little bit of fading here up and down, but I've been able to hear you pretty much all the time. KD6WVL 1179.
Yeah, you're just very thin. Everything's way down from normal tonight, so we got really, really depressed conditions for most people there. It's probably a height thing more than anything, because KJ6 KFB was quite normal in his signal strength. So it's kind of weird. Okay, John, thanks much, and of course we'll look for you with the whole loop and everything tomorrow on 432. KD6WVL 1179, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, great to check in. I'll just mention that I heard Jake pretty good from Stockton. He said he got his antenna a little bit up higher. I heard him off the back, so I guess I need a bit more of the elevation helping out over.
Yeah, well, I think raising it helps him a little bit, particularly off the back. And he might have been overall better, but just conditions are just not up to snuff tonight. Over.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, I normally don't hear him, but I was able to hear him, you know, through the, not through the screen, just, you know, direct. All right, thanks for the check-in, Mike. 7-3 all around, 7-3.
Okay, 7-3 for now, John. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to go up here and see if I can get Reading. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6SW or KO6HS, Reading, Charlie November 80, Reading, KD6SW, KO6HS, K6MYC and the Bozo Net, calling and listening. Okay, I got 145, believe it or not, I hear you. We've been missing you, of course. Hopefully you're okay. Maybe you were just off doing other things there, Rich. Not very good copy, but let me just see if I can get a peek on you. So make a little longer transmission there. KD6WVL, Reading, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, make a little longer transmission, K6MYC, over. I've lost you. You just faded right down into the noise along with me rotating antennas. Let's see if I can hear Jerry in there. Jerry, I wonder if you're copying. KO6HS, K6MYC, over. Okay, KO6HS, 230, K6MYC. Not readable, but detectable. I recognize your voice, but very, very light tonight. Very, very poor conditions tonight, but thank you for 230. Thank you for being there, Jerry. And you and Rich both. Conditions are just terrible tonight from a standpoint of signal strength and propagation. I've gone back and forth, and I just can't get anything on you. 73, and we'll see you on Sunday night. See you Sunday night. Thank you, guys. KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KD6 KO6HS, K6MYC. 73. Well, that was better. Yeah, you came up a little better. Heard your 73. Thank you, Jerry.
Well, it won't stay there as well.
There you go. You're coming up a little bit better now. Let's see if I can hear Rich. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Any better now, Rich? K6MYC.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. The signal's starting to come up a little bit steadier. Yeah, we're pretty crummy tonight. Normally I see you up about S7, S9, and you're down around 4 and 5. So anyway, we're here anyway. So that be it so as it may. KD6 Sopping Wet, KD6 Scotch Whiskey here in Reading, over.
Yeah, very good. Solid copy, except I wasn't clear. Were you missing the last few times that we tried to check in? Because I haven't heard you for about 3 check-ins, over.
No, I just haven't been on, that's all. I was just go off doing something else, and when I realized it was check-in night, it was too late. So anyway, I'm here tonight trying to reclaim my status, over.
Okay, well, you're doing fine. I was just concerned that you were gone on a trip or something, because you're so consistent up there, Rich. You're so consistent. So you're fine now. I understand about doing other things, and certainly is the time of the year to get other projects going, and you can get involved in that, all that. All right, take care. Great to hear you again. And then he came up to Q5 on the last couple there. 73s, and I'll listen for any final from Jerry. KD6 Sopping Wet and KO6HS to take it. K6MYC. 73s.
Mike 73 right back there. So if you can help there, that's on the next check-in time there.
73, Jerry. Must have faded down for Jerry. Everybody went down on that one. All right, 73, guys. See you Sunday, if not tomorrow. I'll look for you tomorrow, but we don't expect to hear you, but we'll keep an ear out for you on 432. KD6 Sopping Wet in the group. K6MYC clear. Anybody else before we go to Nevada? Nothing heard. Here we go to Nevada. Okay, here we are up to Nevada. KD6 BQ, KD6 BQ, and anybody else? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Well, I hear you. I just haven't got I haven't got a Bozo number or a call sign yet, but I heard you call in. I heard my call clearly, but I missed yours. Try it again, and give me several repeats. Over.
I think that's Rick, KB6RQU, Mike.
1193, over.
Who do I hear in Oakhurst? Who's Oakhurst?
How you doing, Rick? KB6RQU, KM6SR. We got you checked in, Rick. I turned my antenna down your way. Yep, roger on that. I heard you underneath somebody else, and by the way you say old Bozo 61, it stood out. Haha. Okay, thanks for being there. Even late, we'll take it any way we can get it. 73, Rick, KB6RQU, KM6SR, and the gang.
I hear you, Rich. Thank you for checking in. KB6RQU, K6MYC. Thank you. 73.
Did you hear Mike there, Rick? He was calling you.
Okay, well, so far I've got nobody out of Nevada yet. How about you, Daniel? KE7UQL, K6MYC, Nevada, Nevada.
Here is 272. This is 272, 272. KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, well, you're Q5. Good signal. No problem on your signal there, Daniel. I was quite surprised to hear nobody come back the first time, but I don't know where Richard is. Richard's home, but I don't hear him with his big signal, so he probably still out of whack a little bit time-wise here. Anyway, good to hear you, and let's see if Rob copied anything from you. Rob, did you have your antenna toward Daniel?
No, completely 180 off, but I was hearing him. I don't know if you can hear me, Daniel. KE7UQL, KM6SRR.
Well, we can wait till you get turned around. Stand by, Daniel. Rob is rotating. We'll try again in a minute with you. In the meantime, let me just see if N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Maybe you can confirm that Eric is there or not. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Can you copy me, Eric? K6MYC Bozo Net, over.
K6MYC from November 7 Victor Alpha Zulu 1193, over.
Oh, solid copy. Amazing. I'm stunned. Very good signal, Eric, and thank you. Let's see if Rob has got copy on you. How about it, Rob?
Yeah, I could just hear him in there with the noise there, and I was able to hear him say his call sign, or his Bozo number. N7VAZ, KM6SRR. Yeah, you came up. Q5 on that one. Thank you, Eric.
And he went down here. Okay, very good, Eric. 73. I haven't heard Richard yet, so I don't know where Richard is tonight. He did not check in on CW, so maybe he's doing other things tonight. KD6BQ, Richard, K6MYC.
We heard him at the beginning of the net, Mike, before you got on.
Oh, I did not hear him. Okay, I'll check him in. Thank you. He must have had to go do something else there. All right, I'll listen for W7DAI. W7DAI, K6MYC. Are you there, Greg? Okay, nothing heard from Greg. K7SUN. K7SUN, K7 Sugar Uniform November, Fallon, Nevada. K7SUN, K6MYC, calling and standing by. Over. Okay, nothing heard from Stan either. So back to you, Daniel, and we can wrap it up here. Thank you for the contact, and we'll look for you tomorrow, of course, on 432. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
K6NYC, KE7UQS. QSL, see you tomorrow on 432. See you tomorrow, 432. Over.
Yeah, solid copy now, easy copy. And thank you very much, as always, Daniel, for being there so consistently. Thank you, sir. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Anybody else in Nevada or thereabouts? K6MYC before we go back to the Bay Area.
711.
711. Good evening, John.
Good evening. Just got my field day report in K6MI.
Okay, good. The only one we're missing now, I guess, is K6MTS. How about you, Mark? Well, I'm going to go back to the Bay Area, Rob, because we're missing a few in the Bay Area there. Not many. I guess I got everybody. I got AB6SR and JNN and PQL and Gary. Who else would I be missing there? Oh, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. I guess I got all 5 of them.
What about Russ, K6KLY?
Yeah, well, he wasn't there. I would always hear Russ. So I guess other than going south, we did also pick up KE6VG. You knew that, of course, Rob, right?
Roger.
Okay. We got to call Eddie, so let's go there and call Eddie, and then we'll be done. I'm kind of anxious to go in where it's cooler.
Okay. Well, so far we got 37. We'll see what Eddie does.
I wonder if Ken's back. Ken, BA6OIB, are you back?
I still hear some chatter over on 10, so maybe he's over there talking.
Okay. Well, I'm down here toward the Bay Area at 290. Let me just give one last call for the Bay Area. Anybody else in the Bay Area, please. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net. Late checks are missed, Bay Area. Okay, hearing nothing. There may be somebody else in there, but if they're buried in that noise I got, I'm not going to hear them. All right, I'm continuing on around toward Eddie. Go ahead, Rob.
KE6BK, Eddie on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net. KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC. Standing by. Eddie, KE6BK.
KE6BK, K6MYC in the Bozo Net, Eddie. Looks like he's taking a hiatus.
Yeah, the heat made it getting to him. We had to work longer because of it.
All righty, what'd you get, 37 you said?
Yeah, 37. I hope I didn't miss some. I was trying to monitor 10 meters and it always gets me messed up.
I think that was during the period I was working in the Bay Area, so let me give you who I got there in the Bay Area. First was Gary, WB6WNI 1090. We just, of course, we got Lee, 1098 and 610 Tom. And then we got Jim, WB6JNN, AB6SR. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie and 775 and W6PQL.
Yep, got them all, so maybe I got them.
I think you did. You did get Carl. You heard us work Carl. W2WRX 294. Then we got Mario 1189, 1179. 1263 KPU and Darren 756. No, 759. We should check in 759. He was there. He just couldn't stick around. Over.
Yeah, I heard Darren say that, so I got him checked in.
Okay, I'll write him in too.
He's part of my 37.
Okay. So I guess that's it for tonight.
Yep, I got a text from Aaron, but I can't tell what day it was sent. He said he wouldn't be home, so I'm thinking it might be tonight, but I included him in there.
Okay, I'll write him in here too. I won't write in Brittany though.
Well, I put her in the beginning like I do at the beginning of AllNet, so I guess I need to take her out maybe.
No, leave it alone. By the way, if you're talking to Aaron, tell him we have a new cable. They tested the old cable that was giving us information from the rotator on 432 and 220, and the cable was bad. The new cable checked out fine, so we should be fine tomorrow on the 432 net. I'll have Frank. I'll have Frank plug it in tomorrow when he gets here.
Okay, sounds good, Mike.
All right, good night for now. K6MYC, Bozo 47, and Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo, closing the 2 meter 144 240 net here, Bozo Net on, what is this, July 15, Rob?
Yep, all day and half the night.
Okay, July 15, 2026, 7-3 all. Now listen for a call from Kerry. He won't be in the shack, I know that, but I'll look for him to call me in a few minutes. 7-3, we'll see you guys tomorrow, and I hope it'll cool off a little bit here. KM6SRR and whoever else is still listening, K6MYC. Good night, all.
Yeah, good night, Mike.
There's some CW, Mike.
Roger, we got you all okay. We had you checked in anyway from earlier, Richard. Got you checked in. Sorry we missed you. Sorry we missed you on sideband, Richard. KD6BQ 249, Roger, K6MYC, over.
I heard somebody else calling there too, Mike. He called my call sign. I think it was K6OSX or KA, something like that. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, I searched and couldn't find you on there. I looked for K6OSX. Let me get down to the bottom of the list. Hang on.
Who is the call?
That's Darren in Clovis. He's a new Bozo, or going to be here. K6OSX, Kilo 6, Oscar Sierra X-ray.
Okay, he must be running vertical. He's very weak.
I got him very strong.
Where are you in Clovis, Darren? Eric?
My name's Darren, K6OSX. I'm in Old Town Clovis, and I have a call vertical. I was talking with Aaron this morning. He did say he was going to be out tonight, but he gave me your call signs. And yeah, I'm just working. I'll be working on getting horizontally polarized here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm getting you on a bounce. I'm pointed almost due east, but you're good copy now. K6OSX. We have a WA6 Ocean Sugar Hotel, also Ocean Sugar X-ray also. And that's what was confusing me here. Very good. Good evening. And did Rob give you a Bozo number yet?
He's working on it right now. I'm just waiting to write it down once he says it.
1284.
Yep, that's correct, Mike. I was waiting to get a chance to speak. Darren, 1284 for K6OSX.
All right, copy that. 1284 for K6OSX. Thank you. And I'll be checking in and hopefully getting some better antennas as we go on.
Very good. Look forward to it. Nice signal here, even though you're vertical. But you'll be very strong when you get horizontal. Is it Darren?
Yes, Darren. D-A-R-I-N. Like the singer Bobby Darin.
Yes, okay. Well, we have two of them. We have another Darren up in Sacramento. That's why I wanted to be sure I heard it right. Thank you, Darren. K6OSX, K6MYC. Mike here. And north of Fresno, just on the other side of the Melton Lake there. 73's, good evening. Welcome to the group.
Thank you. Thank you. Look forward to it, and thanks for letting me join the club. K6OSX, over.
It's our pleasure. Not a club, it's just a net. It's just a group that gets on and tries to keep the bands alive and improve our capability here on the VHF bands and VHF weak signal. At some point in time, we may be called upon to have to maintain communications. There will be perhaps a time when we'll be needed. And so we teach protocol and things like that, the best way to get the most information through quickly with use of phonetics for the call signs and stuff like that. Just a standard, easy protocol. And they get that down pat, and in the real weak signal conditions, it pays off a lot. Thank you, Darren. Good evening to you. K6OSX in Clovis, K6MYC. I'm going in where it's cooler, sorry. K6MYC. I'm so rummy I can't even tell anymore.
Yeah, roger on that, Mike. We've got a total of 38 now, as far as I can tell. And if Darren's still listening there, thanks for being there, Darren. Glad to have you aboard. KM6SR, we'll be listening while I'm doing the log.